Hello, lovely Year Fours. It's Miss Margetts here. I hope you've just watched my interesting introductory video for today. So, let's get your English books out at the ready. And I'm still dressed up as a Viking, just so you know. So get the date and the title into your books. There's no will today, you'll notice. So pause the video here and get this one in. Wonderful. And our learning powers. Today we are being imaginative, we are creating, and we are also being resilient. This might not be the easiest thing to crack initially, but once you've got it, you'll be flying. So, let's get started. As you know, today would have been Viking Day. Do not worry, we've got some activities planned. They're just coming in the next few weeks. But I thought I'd do a slightly different English activity, and really it's any old excuse to dress up as something different. So let's think about first, what is a kenning? Now it's a funny word, I want everyone to say kenning with me. Kenning. So kennings are like riddles. They describe something without ever saying what it is. So I've got some examples coming up in a minute. So here we go. A kenning is only 2 words long and it's separated by a hyphen. So the 2 words can be a noun and a noun. So we've got Swan Road, meaning river, or a noun and then a verb. For example, like we've got here a very Viking kenning, a skull splitter is an axe. And these can be used to make a list describing an object, an emotion, a quality, or an animal in any combination. And then kennings, like I said earlier, they include a hyphen separating the 2 words. So let's read these phrases out loud. What could they be describing? Lip licking, sauce swirling. Oh, we've got some alliteration there, this sound. Cone filling, tongue freezing, flake holding, and chin dripping. Pause the video. What do you think these kennings are describing? An ice cream! Can you see how we've got our 2 words separated by a hyphen describing something but without actually saying what it is? They are riddles. I love a good kenning. But here is the question today, lovely ones. How do we make our own kenning? So what you need to do is first think of a subject. Let's choose a wolf. This is just a random example I thought of. So think about what qualities or what things that wolf might do. So I've thought of some examples. A wolf comes out at night. A wolf eats meat. It hunts its prey, and that was something that we learnt about last term, one of our curves. A wolf lives in the woods and it howls at the moon. So then we would turn those different qualities, those different features of the wolf into a kenning. So let's explore. Comes out at night. It's a night mover. Eats meat, a meat eater. Hunts its prey, a prey hunter. A wood dweller, dweller means that you live somewhere. And a moon howler. Now, can you spot a pattern with my kennings? Is there a pattern? And I'm hoping you've noticed that the word at the end ends in an ER. Now, they don't all have to, and you'll notice in a couple of slides' time that not all of them do. But if you get stuck, that's a good way. Think of your noun and then think of an ER, okay? Or it could be the verb ending in an ER. Have a think. So, I've got some more examples here. What are these kennings describing? We've got word holder, storyteller, bestseller. Oh, I've not got hyphens here. Page turner, cliffhanger, fantasy gateway. What do you think these are describing? Now, teacher check, don't get your hyphen. What do you think this is describing, guys? And I'm hoping you're all thinking books. These are all different kennings for describing a book. So riddles without using the actual word that you're trying to describe, the actual subject. Okay, so today, lovely ones, your task is to write several kennings about yourself. So what I want you to think of is if your family and friends were going to describe you, what would they say? Think of your hobbies, think of your personality, think of your favourite things. What makes you you? What are your qualities? So under your date and title, underneath, I want you to draw a circle in the middle of your page. And I want you to draw a picture of yourself in the middle. You can colour it in and make it all jazzy later on once you've done this first bit. Then what I want you to do is to write some adjectives to describe yourself around your brain bubble. Use a ruler when you're drawing your lines, please, guys. Still think about that presentation. We know it's important. And then use these plans to write some kennings about yourself. So I've thought of different children in Ottery in my class. I've thought of some of their qualities. Now I've got lots of children in Ottery who are kind, who are funny, and they are incredible artists. So perhaps if I was thinking of a child who's very funny in Ottery, and there's, like I said, there are loads, it could be that they are a joke maker. So I've got my two words and I would separate them with a hyphen. Joke maker. Artist, it could be art creator. Kind would be love giver. So I've still got those sounds ending in an ER to give me a hand, okay? And like I said earlier, your challenge is to try and include a kenning which uses alliteration. So earlier on we had one describing the ice cream, a sauce swirler. Now what yours is to use alliteration to describe yourself. That is your challenge. So try and lay your book out like this. Try and think of maybe 6 or 7 kennings if you're able to. And if you'd like, you can share them with your teacher and the teacher who is on duty today. So pause the video here, guys. And it is time to rock and roll. Join me in a minute for a pit stop. So you might be thinking, Miss Margaret, why are we thinking about kennings? Why is it related to Viking? Why, you mad woman, are you dressed up as a Viking? Now, kennings came into our language back with the Anglo-Saxons when the Vikings were around as well. And we are reading at the minute, and this is very interesting, we're reading in reading skills a text called Beowulf. And actually Beowulf was written in the Anglo-Saxon times, and it was originally a poem, and it was jam-packed with kennings. So it's very, very exciting and very linked to the work that we're doing in reading skills and today for our English. So let's just explore this page a bit. The 2-word format for a kenning relates to the Old Norse tradition of naming things like weapons, skull splitter, or blood taker. Gosh, you know they're very vicious, aren't they? So that's why we're thinking about kennings today. They are rich in history, all about the Vikings and the Anglo-Saxons. It's quite exciting how it still continues today, and we're still learning about it today. I love a bit of history. So carry on with your kennings, remember to share them, and then join me in a minute when we're going to do a plenary. Okay, I am very, very impressed with your focus today, guys. Have you been resilient? Have you been very imaginative with our learning powers? So we're going to think about what we've learned today about kennings. So kennings are like riddles. They describe a thing but don't tell you what they're describing. They usually have 2 words, a noun plus a noun, or a noun plus a verb. And that was something to remember whilst you're creating your kennings today. Poetic devices like alliteration can be used, so when they've got the same sound at the beginning of each word. And they are great when you read them out loud, so you can imagine the thing being described. I think it takes our writing to a next level because it's adding that description and it's really building up a picture in the reader's mind. So I hope you've enjoyed our slightly different lesson today for English. Like I said, if you want to go and listen to some Viking music, I typed in Viking music on YouTube, or Spotify was a good one as well. But just make sure you've got an adult with you whilst you're doing those things. Happy Friday. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Well done for your focus today, guys, and I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye.